Eubank Jr. needs a big-name fight after his latest victory, says Sky Sports expert Carl Froch, who has named two potential opponents for the middleweight contender. Eubank Jr. stayed on course for a major bout later this year after a fifth-round stoppage win over Wanik Awdijan at the Utilita Arena in Newcastle on Saturday night. Sky Sports expert Froch believes two British rivals could be part of Eubank Jr.'s future plans as he seeks another career-defining fight. The middleweight contender stopped Wanik Awdijan in Newcastle. The Liam Williams fight is a good fight, but he definitely, 100%er needs to now get a move on, Froch told Sky Sports. We need to see him in there with a big name, or a bigger name. Maybe the Billy Joe Saunders rematch. I quite like that fight. When people start pricing themselves out of the fight, that's when you realize that maybe they don't want the fight. We need to see Eubank Jr. in with a big name, and we need to see a performance, because the time is nigh, it really is. Eubank Jr. believes a big fight is coming next in December. Johnny Nelson, who joined Froch on the Sky Sports team, said, "That's probably wound Billy Joe up," saying, "He doesn't want the fight, but you never know, it stirs the pot." Either Liam Williams or Billy Joe, they are fan fights. They are fights that the fans can really get excited about. Then of course, he's got to make sure he nails down a world title fight, whoever the champion is, within the next 12 months. Eubank Jr.'s trainer Roy Jones Jr. insists his fighter is ready for another step up in class, telling Sky Sports, "Yes, I know he's ready for the big names. To see him patiently take a guy out with body shots says something different. I've never seen him do it before. It was a beautiful thing for me." Eubank Jr. earned praise from trainer Roy Jones Jr. discussing possible opponents. Eubank Jr. told Sky Sports, "Anybody with a world title, anybody that the fans want to see me fight. A guy that keeps popping up is Liam Williams. Everybody seems to want that fight to happen. That's an option. You've got Saunders running around. He says that he wants to fight me for 5 minutes. The options are endless. All I know is, December onwards, big names,